What's up, Capricorns? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That is me. You are Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, since we are doing your career and money spreads. So yeah, welcome to my channel. These are general readings, guys, as always. With YouTube, not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Capricorns out there. Pieces and parts of this very likely will, but it is up to you to come into this with an open heart and an open mind, to receive messages that may resonate for you now or later down the line, and to also use your own discretion and discernment to drop messages that you don't need to take on. If it doesn't seem like your energy, if it's a foreign message and it just isn't fitting your circumstance, your scenario, push it aside. It's probably not your message. That being said, these are meant to help you, to empower you, to inspire you. That is what I aim to do with these messages. So let's try and have fun. We'll see, to my Capricorns out there, where money and finances and career, subject matter of that sort rests second half of November into the first half of December, roughly. As we know, energy is free flowing, so it's hard to put an exact start and end date on it. Everything you want to know about this video will be in the description box below. That includes the decks I'm using as well as my social media channels. This is a random message that came through. Something that you've been waiting on that you thought you lost, or a job opportunity you thought you didn't get, or something that passed you by. It just hasn't come in yet. It's coming in for a lot of you. If that resonates, if you're stuck on some disappointment of the past thinking, damn, that was my shot, that was my opportunity, I missed it, or I don't know, you did a stage performance and it didn't go well, you didn't live up to the expectation of it, something is going to come around again that's going to make your heart happy. And wow, Nine of Pentacles, it might be quite, wow, Nine of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune, it might be quite profitable. So don't throw in the towel yet. If you're in like a period of waiting or delay, there's a reason for it. Like that love, that relationship, that dream career hasn't come in yet for a reason. That came through very strongly. That was a random message all on its own. That has nothing to do with the message I'm about to spin with you here. Or maybe it does. We'll see. Like everybody else, I'm going to start you off with a universe card. A message from the universe for my Capricorns wondering about their career, their jobs, their money, their finances. What does the universe want to say to Capricorn? To Capricorn, to Capricorn. My vibes speak louder than my words. Yeah, absolutely. Having faith in something greater than ourselves for you, whether that's God, universe, spirit, angels, ancestors, whatever that is, you need to feel it internally, and something about that, it's going to radiate like from the inside out. So universe can like match us, right? Like it's almost like a mirror reflection of the vibes we're putting out. The way, where did I just see that? The way it's like the cup, the love, the light you spread out into the world, the universe wants to meet you halfway. The universe wants to match that. So make sure you're putting out good energy and keeping your mind unclouded and clear so that you're able to receive messages from higher source, higher being. But also that you're not judging clouding your judgment and not seeing the signs, seeing the messages, like that breadcrumb trail that like universe is trying to lead you down a certain path. Make sure you're taking good care of your health and your body. So it's like you're in like beast mode, warrior mode, to like make the best of this life, of this opportunity. And some of you are worried about, again, a missed opportunity. Something about bridging the gap. That song, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Some of you have very strong water in your chart, or maybe you're waiting on like a return from a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Something that's going to make your heart happy. You're waiting on like it could be a partnership, a collaboration, a creative project with somebody else. Interesting. The Wheel of Fortune's there. And the Nine of Pentacles. So like right off the bat in a money spread, I love seeing these. So if money isn't good now, give it a little bit of time, because this is all about divine timing and new cycles. We're leaving Scorpio season behind, heading into Sagittarius season. And this is actually a card of Sagittarius. I mean, it's Jupiter energy, which is Sagittarius' like ruling planet, so to say. So yeah, possibly in Sagittarius, there's going to be an influx of money. But interesting. Okay, it comes to you solely, individually. This is like the self-made woman, the self-made man card. So whatever you're waiting on with this potential water sign or artistic collaboration, it could be a romantic partnership, that is almost being asked to be put on the back burner for the time being so you can focus on your individual self. It may be your individual career or your side hustle or your personal business versus the other team dynamic, the other collaboration. That's going to take longer. This is more, it's presenting as pentacles and the tangible. And again, with this time card, the Wheel of Fortune, it's like the wheels have spun in your favor. It's time to capitalize on this endeavor versus this one. And I'm just getting, it's not that this isn't going to come in. I feel like almost certainly it will. It's just a vibe I'm getting. But even the way she's looking, it's like these are different decks, which is actually kind of incredible because look how they line up. Like with the water's edge and like the beach, it's like this person is coming from a different shoreline. That someone might literally be traveling to see you and communicate some sort of like love message, you know, or a message that will bring you happiness, right? Even if it's not romantic. But yeah, it's like you don't even see it coming because it's like you've already resigned yourself to the fact that it's not going to happen. It is like the Two of Cups is right there. One of the cups this guy is delivering, like it's coming in, but don't cloud your judgment with negative thoughts. Raise your vibration. Like I said this to another sign. I think it was Cancer. It's already happened. It's already done. The cup is already coming in. It's already here, right? It's already before me. I'm already abundant. I already have the money I need to succeed. I already have the tools I need to thrive. It's like you need to self-empower yourself, but raise your vibe and you like clear that clouded judgment that's like sucking your energy. It's like keeping your vibe clean. Something like hot yoga, metaphorically, it's like sweat out the toxins, sweat out the negative thoughts and the negative energy, because that's what's going to hold you back. Literally, with the Seven of Swords, there's going to be head games, and it's like you're playing it with yourself. Capricorn. I almost called you Libra, which is so weird. I don't know if some of you are dealing with a Libra or waiting on a Libra, but anyway, let's hop into your real reading because we're already 7 minutes in. All right, so your energy presenting middle of November into December is the Warrior. So this is the card of strength and determination, perseverance. Underlying energy, yeah, this card is, I don't even know if I can show this on YouTube, whatever. This card has come out a lot. It's the Star, it's the card of Aquarius. It's about keeping a broader perspective on things, being able to see the forest from the trees, right? It's like that zoom out energy. If you're so focused on the task at hand, if you're so focused on that one opportunity that you so desperately wanted and it didn't come in, again, it's a matter of perspective. You're not seeing the things that are right in front of you. You're not seeking out opportunities that it's like they're right there if you could just turn around, right? This is sometimes what I call the total eclipse of the heart. Your heart, your vision, your mind is clouded. It's being eclipsed by a darker shadow energy. Like raise your vibe. You need some clarity. Like literally go out in the sunlight, right? That's good for your body. That's good for your mental state. And by water too, like by the ocean, by a lake. I don't know, go to the aquarium. Something about water is going to be like healing to your soul, healing to your body. And Capricorn, this month in particular, you have a tendency to aim really high and set unrealistic goals for yourself. So it's important that you stay grounded. It's definitely good to focus on your dreams and look towards the future and have, your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, envisioning what the future will look like, because ultimately that's how you're going to manifest it, right? You need to be able to envision it first. But don't put the cart before the horse. Don't expect miracles overnight. You are an earth sign, so you know the value of doing it the right way versus the quick way to get fast results. It won't last if you're too fiery about it and too hasty of we need to make this happen overnight, expecting miracles. It won't last. So if you're going to build a foundation or a structure, this is in metaphor, right? If you're going to nurture the seed, give it time to develop and make sure you do it properly. Don't rush the process. That's sort of what's important for you here. Anybody who is into writing or poetry or painting, things involving the arts, there's going to be some sort of rush of inspiration that's going to be helpful to you. So capitalize on that. Again, keep your mind, your body, your energy vibing high, exercise, eat right, so that, you know, whether it's intuition or spirit or creative energy comes to you, that you're able to like jump on that and capitalize on that like rush of creativity, that rush of inspiration. Because that is going to help ascend or escalate it's going to be an important stepping stone in the career path you are building. There may be a key player in your life that is a Leo or an Aquarius. You may also have that strong in your chart. The name Leo might be important if you know somebody who goes by that nickname. I don't, that's a random message, but or something about a lion totem, because you have the card of Leo coming up. I don't know if somebody could be Scottish. That's so random, but they have like a fighting lion, I think, on the Scottish flag. It's yellow and red. That color might be significant. Somebody may have a lion tattoo. Yeah, something about a lion. The lion and the unicorn. That's a line from some poetry, right? The lion and the unicorn are fighting for the crown. Is that Alice in Wonderland? I don't know. Something about that's coming through. It may be a book of poems you're writing, children's books, or something involving animals, right? Something about that is important. But also with that metaphor, both the star and the card of strength, it's about maintaining your internal balance. So again, balancing that dark and that light energy. It's not to say you're not going to have a bad day here and there. It's not to say you're going to have, you know, small throes of feeling sad. You know, you're human, right? We're not programmed to be happy all the time, but it's about recognizing those feelings when they arise and choosing to look past them, bridge the gap so that you can see the more positive side of things. Even if you're not exactly where you want to be, again, it's about having like a higher faith in universe that something better is coming in for you. Like this is a temporary state. Any five in tarot, it's an uncomfortable energy. They are the cards of chaos and change in our life. But like what's cool about this is after the Five of Cups is the Six of Cups. It's that warm, mushy, gushy, loving, sentimental, nostalgic feeling. Frequently brings up feelings of the past, but yeah, Six of Cups, it's a nice balanced, even number, and it's good feelings, it's good energy. So whatever you're waiting on and disappointed by, there's a need to look beyond the disappointment and focus on the positive, because like a magnet, it's going to attract that thing that you're wanting to come in so desperately. But again, it's like focusing on it and not just, again, zoom out, see the forest from the trees. It's almost like you're trying to make something move with your mind and it just won't go. It's because you're not allowing it the time to grow. That pentacle energy, it's something about, wouldn't you rather do it right in a longer course of time versus seeing the results right now, but then it breaks tomorrow or the deal falls through or however that resonates for you. Strength of character, strength of mind, again, strength of your body, nutrition, exercise, that's going to be important for my Capricorns. All right, what is your challenge or focus? The Five of Pentacles. All right, so this is, again, another five. A state of hardship, feelings of loss, abandonment, losing, again, faith in above, losing faith in the universe, feeling like you're out there all alone in the cold. First of all, you're not. There's someone by your side. But metaphorically, it's the church that's standing behind you. So whatever your beliefs and spirituality is, that's fine. But it's the idea of saying, like, there is salvation right there. If you were to just turn around and again, see that there's a church behind you, there's refuge from the cold. You don't have to go through this alone. You don't have to make that trip overnight in the snowstorm. You could, take a few hours in the church, like reset your body, reset your mind. There's something about you're trying to push through obstacles and hardships, but you're not listening to your intuition. You're trying to get the results faster, or you're trying to, it's even like trying to prove something about your work ethic to like the team. It's just not worth it. You're making it more of a headache than it needs to be. This is about releasing control. As I said, give it to God, give it up to the universe. You need to let go of the control of like the constraints of the timeline you're giving yourself It's more important to make sure the foundation you're setting is solid than to rush the process. That's going to be your guys' challenge. Yeah, it's almost like cutting your losses. Again, this is kind of a card of, well, it's a 10, right? So it's the end of the cycle. We can finally let go and release whatever is troubling our mind, what is weighing heavily on our mind. Sometimes it can be communications that are very harsh and hurt us. I don't know if it's that for you, Capricorn. There is the idea of some sort of, again, some sort of task or timeline you were giving yourself. It falls through. You don't meet the deadline. And I think because of that, again, it's like, but that was my one chance. I blew it. Like this opportunity, it's going to like sail right by me. I missed the boat, right? Like that metaphor. You didn't. You didn't. And the quicker you understand that and see that and choose to see things optimistically, even though it might be a struggle, even though you may not completely understand the whole picture, the pieces and parts yet, it's about having faith in something bigger, that you're going through this difficulty for a reason. And more often than not, this difficulty, this struggle, you're taking away important lessons. Valuable, right? Pentacles, money, but valuable insight. Yeah, this card kind of sucks. I mean, it's a grim depiction of it anyway, but it's ultimately about a battle that feels like you lost. It's about cutting your losses, rolling over and taking it. But the good news, the silver lining is it's over. You don't have to do it anymore. You're out of that shitty situation. You're off that team project that you hated that was a fight to the end. It's not something you enjoyed. With this card, it's not typically an ending or a celebration that it's like, oh, hurrah, we're all friends again. Like it's not feeling like something ended in victory. It's kind of like, it's like you go home and you lost the soccer match and the ride home or the ride home in the car, your parents are like, you'll get them next time, Tiger. That's what this card is. It's like, you'll get them next time. Again, there was a loss or disappointment of some kind. We know that. So Capricorn, if you're not experiencing it yet, forewarned is forearmed. Little upsets and hiccups along the path to your career, whatever it is for you, expect it, anticipate it, and don't linger in the sadness, and don't give your energy to that, like that energy suck, that time suck, that emotion suck of, I didn't do it right, I could have done better, you know, I embarrassed myself, I let the team down. It's just not worth it. It's not helpful to you in the process. This is about walking away and learning something about the process that you would do differently next time, right? It's like you're going to get a second chance at life with this, essentially, right? What it could have been dead and buried, but you're still going to trudge through and try and find the silver lining. Try and find the lesson in everything that you've gone through. And so we know that's going to be a challenge for you. Don't be so hard on yourself, Capricorn. And I know that's easy for me to say. I'm not trying to be condescending or anything like that, but there is a tendency with Capricorns to be perfectionists. You guys work tremendously hard, right? Like you show up and do the work, and there's a great pride factor in that. And so if something slips through the cracks, you do tend to be like your, what is that? Your harshest critic. You don't need to be, right? Like universe has got you. Universe is supporting you. It's about your vibes, right? You got to vibe high. You have to choose to love yourself despite the flaws, despite the mistakes you make, right? Like you're human, Capricorn. It's okay to make mistakes. There are beautiful lessons that come out of making mistakes so that, again, you can get back out there and do it better next time, Tiger. Like that's what this is about. Rising to the occasion to do it again. Just because it didn't work out once doesn't mean it's not going to work out the second time through. Just because you think you lost it or it passed you by once doesn't mean it's not going to come around again. That may be for some of you applying to jobs and feeling like it was your dream job. You know, you went on 3 interviews, you thought it was in the bag, and then they chose someone else. Have faith and hope that there's something greater guiding you, your North Star, right? Spirituality, whatever that is for you. And yes, something about the building blocks along the way. He's literally standing in a library, right? There's important knowledge and lessons to be gained in this entire trajectory. All right, so what is the help available to my Capricorns? The 2 of Swords, listening to your intuition. And also, it's actually the opposite of what's depicted here. This can sometimes being defensive, right? Protecting your heart, right? Being overly guarded, refusing to see things from anyone's perspective but your own. This is like take off the blindfold. Again, I've said it a million times. See the forest from the trees, see the bigger picture, see the greater picture. That's what this is. And it does talk about cycles, the transition from Scorpio to Sagittarius, from the moon to the sun, right? Or the sun to the star, however you want to say it, essentially, right? It talks about completions of cycles. That's what this is too. You guys are going through something. I can absolutely sense that. There may be financial difficulties, and more than anything, lacking self-confidence or just having self-doubt. Total eclipse of the heart. You're letting something overshadow all the wonderful things that you've already done and what could be. Don't linger in that negative energy. It's going to fester, right? Yeah, you need to let like your love guide you. Listen to your heart. That's what this is about. It's about listening to your intuition. So the underlying energy is the Magician. This is Virgo and Gemini energy. It's about communication within ourselves. It is a card of manifestation, so it has all the aces represented here. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and Cups. So essentially it's saying everything you need to succeed already exists within you, already exists around you. It's in your natural environment. It's within you as a person, right? You know, your lessons, the love in your heart, however you want to say it, right? The bankable idea, the seed of an idea that can germinate and grow into something bigger. It's almost like you're sitting on all this potential, but you're blind to it. You're not realizing it. It's almost like you're guarding yourself from opportunities, but you're not recognizing that you're doing that. You're writing things off as, oh, that's ridiculous. I could never do that. Or I'm not interested in that. It's not something I want to pursue. I don't like that person. I could never collaborate with them. You're shutting yourself up to opportunity that is trying to like manifest in your life. Universe is like ushering in these gifts, these aces, right? These new beginnings, new people, new opportunities, new projects, new pieces of work, however that resonates for you. There's multiple ones available to you, but you're either blind to them or you're disregarding them, or rejecting them. I think that's the term. Especially something about a headhunter or recruiter might be reaching out to you with an opportunity, and maybe it's slightly below your salary requirements, or there's something about it that doesn't immediately present itself as like the magical ingredients to the potion of whatever this dream career is that you're trying to like brew or manifest. There's something worth taking a second look at here. It's coming up as the help available to you. Again, something comes around again. So even if you miss it the first time, and I think you become aware of it, to be honest, there's a disappointment of missing the boat or missing the ship. When an opportunity comes around, it's worth your examination. Don't immediately resign yourself to a different scenario or a different outcome. At least be open to the conversation, right? This is a card of communication, right? Mercury energy. But it is communication within us, and that's what this card is too. It's trusting your intuition and really like, with swords even, sorting through the data and the details, making a pros and cons list, because you might be surprised. Something that initially turns you off and you're very apt to reject or decline. If you actually make that pros and cons list, it may be that the only con is something you're actually negotiable on. You're actually more flexible than you thought. Don't take everything at face value. It's important to really analyze the details of what's being offered to you and what's being presented to you. That's the help available to you. And it could be that a Gemini or Virgo will be a key player in this. That could be someone making an offer to you, or someone who wants to collaborate with you. It could also be someone who is, this is a weird message, someone who is trying to like raise a glass to you. So in metaphor, it's someone who's trying to compliment you on your successes, on your accomplishments. And it's funny, there's the potential for it to be an awkward moment, because it's like receive the compliment. That's really important here. Like underscore important. If somebody in metaphor is like, Capricorn, hell of a job on this, or way to go on that, and you're in this state of, I'm terrible, I'm the worst, don't tell me that. If you reject the compliment, this person is almost like a guardian angel, or like, I'm just getting like it's the magician, right? There's something magical about this person, like in tune with spirituality, or like heaven sent, an earth angel, like sent to cross paths with you. If they give you some sort of advice or guidance, it's not that you have to take it, it's just that you need to receive the message. It's not saying you have to take that job. It's not saying, I don't know, fill in the blank. They might just be tossing out some gems your way, even if it's a compliment, guys. I know that seems trivial, but hell of a job on, last year's, monthly goal statistics, whatever your monthly goal was in your office. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Receive the compliment, because there could be some important business deal or conversation that this person is going to be like a crucial or key player on. So it's almost like sorry, Capricorn, my camera froze. So it's almost like if you were to reject their compliment or their advice, you're leaving a bad taste in their mouth about what kind of person you are. Something about being like a sponge, absorb what they're offering to you. It's not that you have to keep it or take it. It will bring them joy for you to accept the compliment. That in itself is like an exchange of energy. They give you this and you accept it back. Very interesting message. The help available to you, Capricorn, okay? Keep that in mind. This could be a teacher or a professor. It could be a parent. It could be a grandparent. It could be a mentor of some kind. Someone who's probably older than you or more seasoned in the skill or craft that you are interested in. That being said, it could be advice or guidance from someone who knows nothing about what it is that you want to pursue, and that's why you're so quick to write them off, but you shouldn't, because they're very knowledgeable. Sorry, Capricorn, we're back. I was just coughing so bad I had to stop you there. So something about this, receive the message, but you don't need to be self-deprecating. Even if you don't feel like you did your best or gave it your all, which I think you did, but you're still disappointed in the results, receive the compliment anyway. Listen to the advice and guidance. Don't block yourself out from it immediately, because ultimately the decision does rest with you. You are still in the power seat or the driver's seat. But yeah, there's some helpful advice or guidance coming your way. Work through the challenges with a smile too. Again, don't take everything so seriously, because opportunities will come back around again if they're meant to, right? All right, what is your advice or guidance? The Magicians. You have the Magician twice. This is double confirmation, maybe double Geminis or double Virgo energy. It could be a twin flame. Again, if it's not romantic, a twin, like somebody who you are meant to cross paths with, somebody who holds a mirror up to yourself. Some important exchange of dialogue or a conversation, someone you meet for coffee, go on an interview with them. Even if you never see this person again, it's something like an earth angel. You are meant to cross paths with them because they make you realize an important truth about yourself. Wow, that's a heavy message, Capricorn. Even the way in metaphor, it's like the way her swords cross. It's like you guys were meant to cross paths. It may be someone you literally like meet and then sever ways with. And it wouldn't end on a bad note. It's like this chance encounter of something very important, like a very important message that's going to allow you to blow and grow. Let me try that again. It's going to allow you to grow and bloom. And it's going to have a huge or important effect on your confidence, the way you present yourself, and ultimately for those who are going for like entrepreneur, like boss lady, boss man, like executive vibes, it's actually going to give you important insight on how to conduct your business or whatever among a group of people. It's something about understanding something important about a team dynamic and collaboration, especially if you are at the forefront of it, if you are the conductor, if you are the teacher, if you are the leader. There's something about important leadership skills that this person absolutely possesses, and it's almost like a passing of the baton to you, Capricorn. Wow, you guys, this is a really cool message. Underlying energy for this is the Knight of Air. All right, so more Gemini energy. If you got a Gemini in your life, I would hang out with them. They may have some important insight for you. Yeah, whatever this insight or guidance is, that passing of the baton, it's a download of information that comes to you. The Knights always bring change and movement into our life, and this Knight is empowered by some new information that he has just gathered. That is what drives him forward, and ultimately, he's the fastest moving Knight in the deck. So for those who are feeling like you're stuck in stagnancy, in a state of hardship, money isn't flowing, something about an epiphany or a click or a light bulb moment, some information or communication comes to you. And this could be congratulations, you're in charge now. You've gotten the promotion. You're the magician now, a passing of the baton. Somebody in your company may retire or leave, and in which case you are promoted or you are the next in line. It's this very victorious, like he raises his sword to the universe, right? It's very triumphant. There's victory here. But it doesn't come without being humble and listening to the guidance and the advice and seeing the messages around you, not just from this, mystery Virgo person or Gemini, but also from source, from universe. As I was saying, it's important to keep your head space, your heart space, your body clean and fit and in tune, so you're more capable of receiving messages from a higher power, from above. As above, so below, right? It's manifesting something greater to the reality, to the tangible. Again, all the aces are there. Whatever you are working on has all the potential in the world to be insanely successful. But as a caution to you, don't get caught up in the woe is me. Don't get caught up in like a pity party, or it's not even that though, Capricorn. And again, I'm not saying this to offend you. It's not so much woe is me. It's like, it's beating yourself up about it. It's staying in this kind of state of like nasty thoughts to yourself. Like, I'm such an idiot. How could I have dropped the ball? How could I have done that? I look so stupid. I let the team down. I literally just want to like throw that card out. It doesn't feel good. Don't spend 2 more seconds thinking those negative thoughts about yourself. It's not worth it. This is energy of empowering yourself, stepping into the spotlight, the magician, manifesting the destiny you want. You have it twice. That's huge, huge. All right, let's throw some of these on here for you. Oracle cards for Capricorn. We'll take a couple. Oracle cards for Capricorn's career, money. Career and money for Capricorn. All right, we'll take those two. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. I think Scorpio got that as well, if that means anything to you. It's okay to be sensitive. It's okay to be vulnerable, Capricorn. It's okay to make mistakes. That's important. And then your other one is books. You connect to your life purpose through the involvement with books and literature and writing. Writing is important to a lot of my Capricorns out there. Even keeping a journal or a diary of like your activity, even if you're just doing it as a hobby, right? You're not trying to profit on it. Some sort of epiphany might come to you in your writing. While you're writing in your diary at night, you may be channeling messages from source, from something greater than you, and you won't realize it until after like the ink has dried on the paper. Something about writing a new contract too, if you're coming on board with a company or hiring a new employee on. Yeah, something about the writing of a pen, and it's literally ink to the pen. Something about that is important. All right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you. I will see you very soon for more tarot readings. And you guys had a kick-ass love reading, so check that out if you're interested. It has already been posted.